Hello everyone, welcome to Cosmic Rush. My name is Priscilla and welcome to another island tour. This is my normcore Forever Island. This is an island I play on daily and this is the winter edition. So if you haven't seen my last island tour, it took place in the fall time and we are just coming up until the end of winter. So winter is about to end. I'm super excited and I thought now would be the best time to record the winter version of my normcore island. So let's get started with the map. So as you can see here, a few things have changed from my last island tour, which I will show you guys around shortly, but it is very normcore inspired with a lot of in-game pathing and a lot of really structured terraforming. As far as my residents are concerned, we of course still have Meringue and Filbert. They have been on the island the longest. I believe they were my initial 3 plots on the island, and they're still sticking around. They're still loving CosmicRush. We have Claudia, who I call my Lisa Frank tiger because of her hot pink fluorescent color, and I love her. She is my snooty villager. We have Lobo. I call him the werewolf of the island. I have moved his plot from where he was in the neighborhood section all the way out towards the secret beach. I will show you that area shortly. It's one of the biggest areas I've changed for this winter island. Of course, we have our beloved Kiki. And we have Eugene, our newest villager on the island. He is a smug villager. I would love to give his house and his whole look a makeover because under those sunglasses he has very cute, sweet eyes. So he would be great getting a makeover. Then we have Flip, our jock villager. He actually just asked to move out today. So I will be looking for a new villager, or maybe it will autofill because I don't have that many Nook Mile tickets on me. But Flip is leaving the island in a couple days, but he is here for the winter tour. Next, we have Tabby, my sweet peppy villager. I incorrectly gave her the snooty personality in my last tour, but she is my peppy villager on the island. I love her. And then we have Canberra, the big sister of the island. I also love her as well. And of course we have Sasha, my beloved Lazy, and I have amiiboed him in when I first started the island. So these are the villagers on Cosmic Rush currently. You can definitely check the dream address. It will be updated by the time you check out this island tour, so you can check it out for yourselves. And if you want to check my again fall version of Cosmic Rush, I do have a video island tour of that if you want to see in its all floral glory. But let's get on with the tour. For those who are new here, yes, I do have a yellow airport and still the default New Horizons flag. That is my one goal, is to create a custom flag by the summer tour. So we'll see if that happens. I must make it happen. But yeah, that is the airport. And here we have my humble entrance. Like I mentioned in my last tour, it's very simple, minimal, understated, if you will. And we do get into the neighborhood section right away, but I thought I would create as detailed of an entrance as I could with layering some trees, fencing, and bushes. You guys know how much I love to layer these items together to make a fuller, cozier looking island. So this is my simple entrance here. Now, if we get into the neighborhood section, overall, the layout of the island hasn't changed too much, and I've pretty much updated a few sections here and there, which I'll show you guys shortly. But for those who are just new to Cosmic Rush, I'll give you the full on tour as Tabby is walking down the neighborhood section here. So we have Flip, who is leaving in a couple days. We have Flip, Kiki, and to the left of Kiki, I did change out this area over here. This used to be a house plot where Eugene used to live, but I have moved him to where Lobo used to be. And I've always wanted to create a junky looking plot on the island, and I thought winter would be a great time to do it. So I have these gyroids. They moved from the beach onto here. I would like to give them a more proper, cozier, more natural home. But, you know, I love all of these junky items that we get in the game with the shopping cart, tire, oil barrel, and I thought I would create like a little fun area for the gyroids to hang out during the winter time. And so if we continue on into this first neighborhood section here, as you can see, we don't have that much space for side yards, back or front yards, but I wanted to still add some personality to the neighborhood by adding some vending machines, some seating areas. I love lining the houses with hydrangea bushes and fencing. And to nod to where I live, the neighborhoods in my area are tree lined. There's a lot of trees in my city and in the neighborhood, so I kind of wanted to reflect that in my neighborhoods and on my island as well. So as you can see here, I did move Eugene to where Lobo used to be, so he is staying here and is neighbors now with Canberra. We have Kiki, you know, checking out the flowers today. And then we move on into the shopping district. We have the Able Sisters and Nook's Cranny. We have Timmy and Tommy's little tricycles parked over here, parked over here. And you'll notice some star fragments kind of strewn about the island, kind of to tie in to the name of CosmicRush, with the shooting stars kind of just lined and dotted on the island. And behind Nook's Cranny, I do love my little eating area behind the shop here. It's kind of a nod to convenience stores in Asia, where you have eating areas in front of the store, and you have like your ramen and your snacks, and you just kind of hang out with friends. So I thought I would recreate that here. Not too much different from the Fall Island tour, but I love the area all the same. For the Able Sisters, again, pretty simple. Not much has changed for their shop here. And to the left of Able Sisters, we still have the playground. Over here, love all the bright playground items. Again, not much has changed. I still really love the items. I did add the new 3.0 kitty car here. Love this colorway. And I think kind of fits the winter vibe and aesthetic. And as we go down the beaches here, because it's winter, I thought I would lean into the season of it all and try to clean up the beaches a little bit with some seating areas, but nothing too crazy. I do like my minimal beaches. I do play on this island to fish, so I do like keeping it minimal and easy to traverse around. But for the most part, I think this is the most beachy setup on the island, and I'll show you the other beach areas shortly, but they are pretty minimal. Alright, so if we continue behind Able Sisters, we have Meringue's home here and a little side yard. Not much has changed here. And then we have a nod to Spirited Away, one of my favorite Ghibli films. This is the car that stops in front of the stone statue before Chihiro enters the spirit world. So still love this build. I would love over time in the summer all of these items become distressed and becomes one of the moss covered variations of the wall and the stone to show that passage of time. Would love to do that in the future. Let's take a detour from the Fall Island tour and show you this side area here as we make our way towards the back of the island. So this is where I used to have my really rainbow colorful flower field. Again, I wanted to lean into the winter of it all, and for immersion purposes, I just had to get rid of the flowers for the most part. You'll see some white mums dotted throughout the island, but I really wanted to reflect winter as I know it, and living in Canada in a prairie province, this is what home feels like to me, with vast open snow-covered fields and ground, and this is winter for me. So I really wanted to lean into the winter of it all and got rid of most of the flowers, and I suspect in the spring and summer it'll bloom just as beautifully as it did in the fall. But yeah, I wanted to really create a winter island that I know and love. And we of course have our snow boys. This is my favorite variation of the snow boy, is the chunky body with the tiny heads. Love that for him. And this is a new item, the Karopi Bridge. Love the pop of red against the white snow. And so if we head towards the back of the island, you'll also see some of these tree stump DIYs and my storage sheds. Again, as someone who plays on this island daily, I have these functional items throughout the island that I can access daily to craft broken tools or to put away items or take away items. So we have those kind of more functional aspects. Behind my home, I have this little well here, and if we go up to the second level here, we have my bamboo forest. This is a nod to the little bamboo doll, and I understood this reference after watching Studio Ghibli's Princess Kaguya, The Tale of Princess Kaguya. So if you haven't checked that film out by Studio Ghibli, I highly recommend you do so. But I thought I would nod and kind of dedicate this space to this item here. And as you can see, we have some 3.0, or I should say Legend of Zelda kind of items. And I thought the Guardian would be a perfect fit in the bamboo area here. And so if we make our way down, let's continue on with the rest of the island. I'll take a detour from our last tour and move you along Main Street. I've decided that where the shopping district is, this main road here is Main Street, High Meringue. And so as we move down here, we pass by some vending machines, the ABD, and then we come to the Central Park area in between the first and second neighborhoods. And this is one of the areas I wanted to update. It's definitely a lot cleaner, a lot more slick than my last park in my fall variation of the island. This was kind of supposed to be inspired by the Washington Square Park in New York, I believe, where the fountain was kind of the focal point of the park. Unfortunately, there isn't too much space in this area, but I tried to recreate that vibe, this gathering area in this Central Park area. So really love it, really slick kind of version of Central Park here. And if we exit, I love these pillars. I think they're perfect as an entrance item to some park areas. And of course, I wanted to incorporate some seasonal items on the island. So this is as much as you'll see in front of the park here. We have the snowflake and deer light displays in front. These also kind of nod to some of the light displays I would see in our downtown area. where I live, and they would kind of line the boulevard in our area. So these light displays kind of remind me of my hometown. And if we go onto the beach here, I did clean up the beach quite a bit from the fall island tour. We have some seating area in front of the fire. And I did clean up the volleyball area and kind of made this little steam stone spa section, kind of for the villagers to relax in front of the beach or in front of the ocean and kind of get their spa on. So kind of a little relaxing, cozy seating area and a little kind of cypress bathtub area as well. Kind of that spa, cold water, hot water situation that you would get during the winter time. So I thought I would nod to those aspects. But again, my beaches are pretty simplistic and minimal. Love a clear beach. Now, if we make our way up, we get into the second neighborhood here. We have all of our originals from the last island tour. We have Claudia, Tabby at the front here, and then we have Sasha and Filbert behind them. Again, their yards are pretty minimal. You'll also see that I have removed all the flowers, and what's left are these dark dirt paths of where the flowers used to grow. And I decided to leave the dirt path just to nod to that this is where they used to grow and will grow in the springtime. So I didn't want to erase that kind of landscaping and kind of want to reinforce that, plants are gone during the winter time and they'll come during the spring and summer. So if we make our way, we have these like tiny one tile alleyways that I love. And so the neighborhood behind the second neighborhood is residential services, and we are one day away from Festival. I've never played Festival before, but I look forward checking it out tomorrow. And here, I used to have my ramen kind of food stall, and I just moved it over by the museum, and I still have my little closet here where I can change my outfits. I try not to stay in my home too long because of our visitors that we get when we are home. So I try to change clothes, change my hairstyle, and have places to do that on the island itself. So I kind of had that station there. Behind resident services, I tried to recreate a skating rink, and because I don't use any custom codes on this island, I had to get creative. So because the snow is of course white, this represents the ice, and surrounding the ice, I created this little sidewalk area here using the arch tile. So I tried to recreate a little skating rink with the little stone fencing as well to create the barriers and little seating areas where you can change out your, skating shoes and your outdoor shoes. So this is supposed to be a little skating rink behind resident services here. And so if we make our way down towards the front and continuing onto the right side of the island, we get to our museum area. Love our museum. Very understated, not as grand as other museum entrances, but to nod to the seasonal theme as well. I have some light displays with the snowflakes to make it a little bit more seasonal here. But again, have the astronaut and the little kind of art gallery display stand here. And it wouldn't be a normcore island without a fossil display around the museum. So I thought I still love the mammoth display here. I might change it up during the spring and summer, but I thought the mammoth would be appropriate still during the winter time. And so if we make our way to the far right here, I did change out this area here. This used to be my flower breeding area and my money trees. I thankfully was able to breed all of my flowers. I didn't kind of note this in the beginning, but I play pretty vanilla. I do not time travel or use treasure islands, and so I would breed all of my flowers and acquire all of my items just through daily play, and I managed to breed all of the flower color variants just this past fall. So got the blue roses and finally my gold roses, and so it was time to change out this space to something a little more cuter, a little more fun. So I did move my ramen food truck stall towards the museum here. Thought like, hey, we have the hotel now towards the pier over here, so the tourists or visitors can come, have some ramen, visit the museum. We have a little fire pit here. Oh my gosh, this fire pit was so expensive. It's almost like 100K bells. So they can use this during the winter and hang out with the gyroids on the island. So love this little seating cozy area for my island residents and for the visitors as well. And so if we continue on towards the back here, this is the area I have changed out the most. This used to be my rainbow flower field, and it took quite a bit of space. And there is Agent S looking all great. You'll notice that my tourist villagers are in either using devil horns or have the angel halo, and I saw that on Reddit, and I thought it would be super cute for them to, you know, pick a side. And surprisingly or unsurprisingly, I've seen a lot of devil choices, which is a lot of fun. But anyways, back to this great big field. Again, I wanted to lean into the winter of it all, kind of reflect where I live, what I'm familiar with, what I love. And there's nothing more wintry than a Canadian prairie field, and so I thought I would recreate that here. I had the space, and honestly, I thought it could use a lot more space, but I wanted to lean into the open fields, the wheat grass, some of the trees, little tiny forests on your peripherals. So I tried to recreate that here, and I tried to recreate some field kind of little worn down sheds and buildings you would see on the prairies. Again, I love my functional items. I have my DIY station here and my storage shed if I need to work on anything or put anything away. But I try to create realistic outdoor builds on my island. I don't love you won't see any kind of indoor style builds outside, so I wanted to keep the immersion as much as possible. I recreated a little pond here. I did have a heart pond, but I kind of destroyed it so I could have this bridge moment here. And this is my only pond on the island, so I needed to add it somewhere. So I added it here. So as we continue on in the prairie field, this is where I now have my money trees and where I will breed more gold and blue roses. As you can see here, I have a gold rose. There was quite a bit of snow last night, so got a couple of gold roses from that yesterday or for today. And here we have Lobo. I thought because this area is quite open, we needed a villager to look after the farm, and I think Lobo will be the flower farmer here. But he's watching out, keeping Red in check. But he has his own farm here. So I gave him a little snowman, and I think his exterior just matches this kind of rural area in general. and of course had to tie it in with some tires, some garbage, and again some sheds that I created out of the storefront and the retro transportation seating area. But this is, I love this. And when I saw Lobo kind of just chilling by the pond amongst the trees, I kind of thought this is their natural element, and I kind of want to move more of my residents here to experience more of nature, and you know, the immersion of them sitting and hanging out in nature just really made me happy. And not at all when they would sit in the middle of the sidewalk and take me out. But yes. Oh, there's Filbert. They love the Crumpoid as much as I do. But anyway, so that is the Prairie field. Love it. If we make our way towards the left side of the Prairie field, we have a transitional spot here. And again, I love my transition areas. I say keep transition areas like nature. Like if you have no ideas for a particular build, just fill it with trees, bushes, fencing, and I love it. We have a little nod to Rossetti here, this Rossetti item. And then if we make our way towards the center of the island here, we'll get to another transition area. I finally completed my Spinosaurus fossil display. This is, if you watch the Netflix trailer of dinosaurs, oh my gosh, super excited. The Spinosaurus peak dinosaur, but he is chilling here on the farm. We have my humble orchard, sans the peach, because I accidentally sold the last peach fruit I had. We have another Zelda item here, love that for this area. But for the farm, again, for immersion purposes, I took out all the crops and made it, you know what, let's keep the dirt from the farm, make it show that this is where the crops used to be and will be in the future, but to make it more still be in the winter time, I have the straw beds, the brown leaf pile, and of course our rabbit is still hanging out and watching over the farm. And so if we make our way up here, we will come into the graveyard area. This is one of the last builds I did before creating or doing my island tours, and not much has changed here. I think I've changed a little bit of the entranceway here, but for the most part the layout has pretty much stayed the same. Love using all of the variants of the tombstone to add that pop of color, and we have a nod to the ring here with a well. And so if we continue on to the left side, this is where we get to the bamboo forest. So the bamboo forest transitions into the graveyard area here. And as you can see, I love accessible areas of my island. There's not one place on my island that's not accessible, so I can do my dailies, find my fossils, maintain the flowers and all that jazz. So not a lot of decorative or perspective builds on the island. This is new, the stone staircase. I wanted my island residents to also have accessible paths and routes, so definitely needed a stone staircase, so if they do wander up onto the third level here, which is my campsite, they can do so. Again, not much has changed from my last island tour. The campsite has relatively stayed the same, kind of cleaned up some of the flowers a little bit, but we have this little seating area here to cook the food. And then I have a two-tier kind of campsite area. If we move our way down to the second level, we have another eating area here where we can just lounge, hang out, and chill. Again, we have another DIY station that I can run to. I highly prefer this way of setting up the DIY stations rather than like holding it in my pocket, taking it out, placing, you know, putting it away. Just because you never know where you need to create a DIY and you might not have the space for it to place it. So I definitely like having DIY stations, specifically the tree stump ones, because they fit naturally within a forest or nature environment, so it doesn't stand out too much. Again, we have another transition area here. This is kind of the entrance to the campsite and another entryway to get to the third level of the camp. And I wanted to create a little chopping wood area here, so this is a nice winter addition. And yeah, so this is the second and third level, a lot more nature focused, a lot more rural. But yeah, if we make our way down here, we will head back towards the museum and towards the prairie field. So a lot of open space to go in and out of this area. Yeah, I love it. I think I'll be keeping this prairie field on the island. I just love also the playability, I should say, of chopping wood and harvesting wood and shaking trees. For the most part, a lot of the urban areas or the neighborhood areas where there are trees is very difficult to harvest wood and shake trees because there's not that much room to do so because of all of the items that are close to it. So having this specific area for gathering materials and items is the way to go. So anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this island tour. What a way to end the tour. It is now bright with blue skies. At the beginning of the tour and in the B-roll, it was snowing and just reminded me of what winter is to me. And now it kind of shows another side of the clear blue sky, which is super beautiful and kind of shows a lot of different aspects of winter that I love. And even though we're at the end of winter, to those who played through winter and endured, well done. You know, playing throughout the winter time can be tough, but at the end of it, we get to look forward to springtime and summer. So the transition and the new season will make it that much more special. And hope you enjoyed the calmness and the restful that winter can bring on the island. So anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this winter island tour of CosmicRush. Again, super proud of how everything turned out. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like this video, definitely like and subscribe. I'll be creating more tips and tricks videos on how to decorate your workflow of design and just, you know, chatting and playing Animal Crossing. So if you like that, hope you stick around, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Not that, but that, yes.